Good evening, everybody. Happy Friday. Welcome to the super stream. I'm really excited to get back into doing super streams. For those of you who may not know much about what I consider a super stream, it is usually a 3-day event where I do streaming every night. In the past it's been like a Friday, Saturday, Sunday, or Saturday, Sunday, Monday, but tonight we're going to start with it. And what better way to start our next season of crafting too. Anyone who has, like I said, been keeping up with my goings on, I announced at the end of last year that instead of sticking to one theme the entire year, I wanted to switch it up a little bit each season this year. So all of winter we did meats and fish, and all of spring we are doing fruit. And then summer will have its own theme, and fall again another theme. So but yeah, getting into it. Tonight we're making apples, and I essentially am going alphabetically down my list of fruit, with some veering off for where it is applicable to do like two of the same fruit that kind of are similar. For example, on Sunday I'll be doing blackberries and also raspberries, because they are the same thing essentially. So I'm starting off with equal parts beige, Sculpey clay, and white, and this is going to be our base foundation for our apple. And I'm going to split this into 3, and I'm going to do a more golden pinkish kind of apple. I haven't decided yet. There's so many different colors of apples. I love how beautiful each one is. I think I'm just gonna do basic goldish pink, a red, and a green. You see we're getting like an off-white, it's not total white. I'm not sure how I want to package these either. Should I do like one of each in a package, a red, a green, a pink, or yellow? Or should I do 3 of one color? Let me know what you think in the chat. I'm going to gradually add some color to each because I don't want it to be too. We're going to tint it down anyway with some of our chalk pastels. Some nice soft baby yellow we got going. And then some of you may remember my awful pink that I came up with when I was making one of my meats. It's a pink and brown mix that just did not work, but we're finding ways to use it. Told you we would. When you mix it together, it kind of looks like eraser pink. It is some sort of awful. Everyone have a nice end of their week. Mine was spent out in the day, out in the rain all day, which is normally not a problem. I don't mind the rain. I was warm enough, but my shoes got wet halfway through the day, and my socks got wet. And I don't mind wet jeans, and I don't mind wet shirts, and you know, that stuff doesn't really bother me much, but wet socks, as soon as I have wet socks, I am mentally over the day. My brain just shuts down. It's like, I don't want to be here anymore. I don't want to do this. Maybe a tiny bit more pink. Yeah, wet socks, no bueno. Some shoes are drying out. Came home, had myself a nice hot meal, had a nice hot shower, feel a lot better. It's a little bit better of a pink. Nice soft baby colors. base colors. So now, what do I want to start with? Start with a red. Reds are easy. Apples are typically 2 inches in diameter. Well, not 2, sorry. Almost 3 inches in diameter. For like, that would be a small 3.5. So we're gonna go a little bit over close to or a little bit over 1/4 of an inch. I want to try this out before we get too far ahead of ourselves. We're gonna do we're gonna make some awful scrapey noises. I apologize for it now. Some different reds that I got. Maybe a little bit of orange. Oh, I like both of those colors, but I think I'm gonna stick to the red orange. Get off my finger. At my last job, there was an apple that was like so dark red, it reminded me of like Snow White. Just how absolutely deep of a red it was. Look at that color. Oh, I love it. Okay. Let's maybe detail our apple butt there a little bit. Different tool. That's what I want. Yes. A little too deep. It's everybody's favorite apple in the chat. Mine are a variety that were developed by the school that I go to. And it's called a Suncrisp. And it is the most delightful apple. Perfect amount of sweet and sour and crispness. Not bad for our first time. And then, of course, it will get a stem. Oh, and maybe even a leaf. We'll see. See if what that means. That'll work. second because we don't want to be absolutely perfect. Then what we're gonna do, make sure that's clean. Is we're gonna bake it, and then I'm gonna go over it with an acrylic. So now we got that one. Let's try the green one next. Pretty good success so far. And green apples are often a little bit more squat. Tools are clean. Sorry for making old people noises tonight. I am beat. So sore. We're gonna pick you what greens I'm using. Oh, I got some green, red in there that's not supposed to be there. think I often see, when I see miniature apples done, the stems are just so long. Like, too long. Too long. Not that long. They're not supposed to be, at least. There you go. There's a green and a red. So far, so good. Like I said, we are going to go back and tint them even further with acrylic. Alright. Now, let's try the yellow. Yellow apples are also kind of dumpy looking apples. Oh, wrong color. Anyone have any fun plans? Hi, have fun! Send my hellos. And hi, Nexus. We're kind of prototyping right now. There we go. I feel like every time I get one side right, the rest of it's like right, wrong. There we go. Yeah, go ahead. I'll be here. I'm gonna try a couple different yellows here. I don't quite have the right shade, so we're gonna see what we can do. Oh, I might have gotten it first try. I'm getting so much better at this color thing. Hi, Moon Moon. You're not missing anything. You're good. Don't ever feel like you are obligated. You are always welcome. And besides, this is kind of a weird day for me to be streaming. And I will be streaming tomorrow night and Sunday as well. Because it's a super stream. How have you been? I hope better than last time we talked. No worries. Thank you for checking in. I appreciate it even when you stop in and say hello. That butt didn't turn it. Good. There we go. Fixed. Ha ha ha. Okay. Old people noises. How are you, Nexus? How was your week? What are the stems? They are floral wire. Paper wrapped floral wire. Oh, that's nice. Yeah, I just got my garden started this week. Let's bake these. I like how they're turning out, and now I want to see what happens when we do the acrylic on them. So far, so good, right? Alright, let me go get these in the oven. I'll be right back. I also have to take an Advil. I'll be right back. Give me 1 second. Get my camera. Oh my gosh, hold on. Sorry. My husband is asleep on the couch and he had the cat curled under his arm and it was so cute. So I had to get a picture. But my camera is going to crap on my phone, so it's a really bad picture, but it's really cute. Usually she'll just like sleep on him. I don't know how he managed to get her to curl up under his arm. Feat of skill. Start making some more apples. What do we think? 3 per? I haven't decided. Nexus, maybe you can give me some advice. Do I do 3 of one color or a number of apples of one color? Or do I do like 1 of each color? Or if anyone has an opinion, they're more than welcome to chit-chat in the chat. I think Nexus disappeared. Oh, yeah, you did. I was asking you how many apples of each color I should make. Like, how should I package them? And how many should I put in a package? Like, should I do one of each color or a couple of each color? 18. Okay. What is it? You're not helping. Dang. Everybody just wants to mess with me today. I had somebody at work. So my work specializes in growing native plant species. So like air grasses that you find down the shore, or like butterfly weed, or milkweed, whatever that one, or like your oaks and your maples and things like that. So there's one, well, I don't particularly like pulling the water plants because the roots always get matted together and it's hard on my back to pull them out. And it's even harder on some of the like bigger, stronger guys. Like we have to take machetes to these things. So an order came in today. Of course it's raining and everybody's already kind of damp and uncomfortable. And we had to load this truck. It was already a big order, and then the people called and added on like 100 flats of one of our water plant products. And I think it's called salt marsh grass or something like that. I don't know the common names. I know the scientific names because that's what we pull them by. Spartina alterniflora. And I was joking with one of the guys, like, oh, I'm gonna need, well, I was telling him I was gonna need help later because I wasn't gonna be able to pull all of them by myself. I said, there's 100 flats. He goes, oh, good for you. I'm like, no. Later on, they were pulling the cold tarp off of our plants in the field, and he yells across the field to me, I'm pulling another order, and he goes, Bailey, we need your help. And there's like 5 stronger guys over there moving cinder blocks. I was like, you do not need my help, of all people. He's like, it's a special job just for you. I was like, thanks, no thanks. Yeah, dang, I hear it. 3 of each color, 9 per bag. Times 6 bags. Yeah, well, we were joking around. He likes busting my chops. It's a fun work environment. And everybody's very helpful. So they know I can't get some of those things, and they do help. 54 apples. Total? 3 times 9. No, your math is wrong. $9 per bag. Oh, okay. So you're saying 18 of each. Okay, that makes sense. 18 of each color. That's where you get 54. Okay. I was like, what are you talking about? $54 total apples. 18 of each color. Slowly getting too big. Maths. Yeah, well, you added in a factor that was not important, which is to say 9 per bag. Otherwise, the math problem would have been 3 times 9 times 6, and that does not make sense. It's 3 times 3 times 6. It's probably first grade. You don't have to PEMDAS, there's only multiplication. Let me finish these guys and then I will go get the thing out of the oven. Almost said dryer. That's not where we put our polymer clay. Oops. What you putting in the garden, Nexus? I put broccoli, cauliflower, Brussels sprouts, snow peas, and potatoes. And then I put in 3 more asparagus roots and we'll see if they do anything this year. Slowly adding topsoil to the tops of the beds. Oh, it's a lot of dirt to move. My husband and I have talked about moving, just like in general, later down the road and all. And it's like, oh, well, I'm gonna have to disassemble the raised beds. He goes, why just build new raised beds? I'm like, oh, it's so much work. Don't get me wrong, I know what I'd do better. It's so much work. And they were so much money. Because they were, I did composite material. Yeah, take your time. Move what you need to plant with, and then that's what I'm doing with my topsoil that I have to put in. Just, every once in a while, going to the local hardware store, buying myself a couple bags of topsoil, and throwing them on top. Get myself some cheapy topsoil because I don't need, don't need a lot of it, and I don't need the good stuff this year because everything else is all underneath. When I first put them in, I did mushroom soil, and then I did the leaves from my yard, and then I did mushroom soil again, and then I did the leaves from my yard, so now it's topsoil. Topsoil, and that'll be good. Alright, now we've got some little pink marshmallows. That's what they look like. I will be right back. Let me go get our apples from before, and yeah. guys up so we can go about painting. So pretty. Alright. Let's see. Trying to figure out my life here with paint. New. Like all my reds are too pink. Not too much on the purple scale, you know? Yeah, I don't have a medium cadmium. I have a alizarin crimson and primary red, and they're both like pink. Okay, you seem to be working okay. Alright, I am pretty in love with that. Some apples are pink, you're right. Now to charge $95 per apple. Jeez Louise, layering. Gotta put our apple butt. I want to do with the yellow. Oh, I wonder if I can. I wonder. Do I have a brush that'll do it? Gonna be taking a risk here. Don't think I have. I have to do it in a different way. Thanks. Oh, that could have ended really poorly. A lot of yellow apples get this, like these brown spots on them. I can't remember what they're called. But it is very normal. And it's actually one of the reasons why a lot of yellow apples don't seem to sell in the supermarket, because people want these like shiny perfect apples without spots because they think the spots are bad, but the spots are actually just part of what the apple does. It's actually a reason why one of my favorite apples does not particularly sell. It is the most delicious apple though, oh my god. And when I left my previous job, I was very sad because we used to get them for free. And I didn't know of a lot of apple orchards nearby that sold them. But my current boss found them, or goes to an orchard every year and they have them there, and he brought them back and I nearly cried. Love them. They're my favorite apples. They're called Sun Crisps, and if you ever have the opportunity to try them, do so. How about you, Nexus? Got a favorite apple? Kanzi apples, yeah. They're like sweet and tart. And I believe the Sun Crisp is an October apple, if I remember correctly. Turning this yellow one into a pink. Just wanted to see if I could do it. Gosh, that's pretty. I like the yellow modeling there. And pink on that side, that's nice. Apples is good. I am slowly growing more and more fond of fruit. I was always a veggie girl. But slowly getting into more fruit. Two or three fruits a day. I mean, I can't right now. I can't. Food. Much food. But I do a cup of grapes. I do either a peach or a cherry yogurt. Sometimes I'll do an orange. I find green apples to be very boring. Everybody's like, I love Granny Smith. I'm like, no, you don't. It's like people who like Macintosh apples. No, you don't. There's no such thing. A little out of focus. I know. It's focusing on literally anything besides my hand. Nobody likes a Macintosh apple, and it's a miracle that they still sell. They are mealy. They are tasteless. Anybody who likes a Macintosh apple has never had a real apple. It's like people who won't eat bananas after they're ripe. It's not green anymore, I won't eat it. It's got brown spots. I mean, I don't like bananas, but like, I know when you're supposed to eat them. Oh, I forgot to paint our butt on our yellow one. But what's a flavor that reminds me of apples when you were a kid? Consies? I'll have to see if they sell them around here. Though, holy cow, if you try to go to an orchard... Now, okay, where I grew up, you can go to an orchard and it's like not ridiculously priced, but if you live in suburbia and there is an orchard nearby, holy cow, those people make a killing on apples per pound. A killing. Macintosh. Ugh. Tasteless. Yeah, once I had this one variety of apples, I can't go back. They are more tart, bigger, and juicier than a Honeycrisp. What? Oh, yeah, because I work outside. And my hands are constantly swelling in the cold. But it slides off and on really easy. See? Which, so, I don't know, my hands swell in the cold as well as the heat. So I don't know, people were like, they swell in the cold? What the heck is wrong with you? I'm like, it's normal. This is just what my hands do. They've always done that. Breaking out the nail polish. We're gonna make some glossy apples. Not the yellow. The yellow is gonna not be glossy because they're typically not glossy. Peh. Doing a dry brush here. Look how pretty. The green one. Greens are definitely all shiny. Oh, I don't know what that's doing. It's being really weird. Alright. Those are the apples finished. And now to make 54 more. The green, I think I would go a little lighter. Maybe add some white to the wash that I was using. So that'll be mine. What do you think? He looks a little dark here. But cool. I am thrilled with the red, happy with the yellow, and meh with the green. We got another hour to kill, so let's see how many we can get done. Thank you. Forgive my cat yowling in the background. He knows that there's another human being where he is at, but only wants to cry at my door. And then does not want my attention when I go out there. Just wants me to be in the same room for him to ignore. trying to figure out how my weekend is going to go. I reached out to a friend. We've been trying to get together, but our schedules seem to keep bumping, and she told me she would let me know about this weekend, but I have not heard back from her. And then I'm supposed to help my brother with his taxes. And I told him to give me a day's heads up. And not like a, you know, hey, I'm sitting at my computer and I would like to do taxes now. What are you doing? Which is typically his MO. Those two things are kind of... I'm at a standstill, it feels like, until I know what the plan is with those things. You know, because I hate for it to be like I sit around and wait and then not hear from either of them, but I'd also hate to like not get the things done because I was waiting for them. And do have a lot of other things I'd like to get done this weekend. I don't know. I like having a game plan, not last minute decisions. Do not think I am meeting my quota today, but maybe I will find time to work on these tomorrow. And I am like wearing down battery-wise, like on the Bailey machine, so I think I might call it an early night. I'll get these made. And then I will call it a night. And tomorrow we're making bananas. Like I said, not my favorite fruit, but you know, it's a lot of people's favorite fruit. And it's very funny to me how they are about bananas. only eat them if they're still green. Why? You're eating an unripe banana. My favorite bit of banana history. What? Yeah, I don't know. My favorite bit. So, so a couple of things. So, my dad's birthday just passed, and it was always a tradition to make him a banana vanilla pudding, vanilla wafer thing. I've never known what to call it. A pudding? Like a banana pudding kind of a thing. And I haven't done it the past couple of years because he told me not to. Oh well. His loss. So, but it is the only time I would like suffer through dealing with bananas because I do not like bananas, but I love my father. Like the feel and the smell, and I want to gag. But I do it out of love. And then the other thing, so banana flavored things do not taste like bananas, like actual bananas, because banana flavor is based off of a banana that is no longer available, called the Gros Michel, Fat Michael, which was a banana that was popular, I believe, in the 60s. And there was a disease that wiped out all of the banana groves. And they're still available, but in very small quantities, and it's very hard to grow them because the disease is still prevalent. So people say that they don't like banana flavored things. They don't like the original banana that was available. And because bananas are a monoculture, or one variety, like they're cloned, and that's how we grow bananas. If we were to have another disease come through and destroy the Cavendish, which is the current banana variety, we would be out of bananas for like, I think the estimate is like 10 years to regain, something close to 10 years to regain a new variety that would be able to support the global banana trade. Thanks. I try to incorporate things I know about foods in my streams. Things I know about, the subject at hand. Except, I'm not talking about apples. I was talking about apples earlier, but we're on to bananas. Excuse me. I feel like I'm gonna have to stare at pictures of bananas tomorrow. Apples are easy. Bananas are a weird shape. They've got like sides to their... I don't know. We'll figure it out. those are technically a berry. We're gonna go into all sorts of fun things. The more tired I get, the more educational I get. We start deep diving into my plant science background. That is more than 18. 36. 9. No, it's not. One more. Just sitting here babbling away about bananas, not even counting how many apples I'm doing. Don't count your apples before they hatch. I guess. Yeah, that's a better one. Don't count your apples before they bake. Oh, I'm so excited. I bought myself Cirque tickets. So, I might have talked about this last time. I am going to one of my bucket list shows. Coming up here. Because it was, so I got notification that it was coming to the area, but the area was like Connecticut or Pittsburgh or Virginia. I was like, that is, I'm not driving 5 hours for the show, unfortunately, like, especially because it was around Christmas. That's not happening. So, I'm not driving into Connecticut where it could potentially, like, snow on me. No way. So I sat that one out and I was really bummed because I really wanted to see this show because they're all different and they're all neat. And I have the CD for this one, but I've never seen it. So I've been trying to go, but long story short, tickets went on sale, and a buddy of mine said that he would go if I wanted to go, and I was like, well, either way, if you're going or not, I'm going to the show, because it's going to be only like an hour away from my work, so I'm just going to go after work, whether you go or not. So, got myself tickets, got him tickets, got his girlfriend tickets. We're gonna go. And then I got another notification saying that a pre-sale was up for one that I had vaguely heard about. It's new as of like the last couple of years. I don't really know much about it, but I am rare to say no to a Cirque show, so I was right outside of Philadelphia, so why not? So I got tickets for me and my kid. Get to see one in June and one in September. That'll be my 11th and 12th live show. It's called Bazaar, and I don't like looking into them much before I go seeing them because I want to have the experience of not knowing, but I wanted to give my husband a kind of small preview of it because he is less likely to go unless the topic interests him or the story interests him. So, which will I see? I will see both. So the one I'm seeing in June is nope, not Curious. Saw that one last September. Corteo, which is about the funeral of a clown. Are my apples getting too big? They are. That one I don't know how I figured out what that one was about. I think I looked into that one because I got the CD. And then Bazaar, from what I gathered, and there's actually not a lot about it on their site, which is nice. It is like the setting of a marketplace, like a bazaar marketplace. So, got the kid tickets, got me tickets, we're gonna go. This is the year of doing things finally. Now that we don't have the wedding to worry about, we're able to kind of be a little bit more exciting with travel. So I'm excited because I'm going to Chicago in April. I get to see my mom. I'm really excited for that. It's something like last time I was there, it was just a whirlwind, and I think this time I'm gonna enjoy it even. I mean, I enjoyed it, don't get me wrong, but I think I'm gonna enjoy it a whole lot more. And being a better head. These look like, you know, the mints that you get at the diner, like the chalky mints that kind of like melt in your mouth. Yeah, so Chicago's gonna be a lot of fun. I'm really looking forward to that. That's only a month away. Oh my god, I'm so excited. So excited. Yeah. And then June I'm doing Cirque. And then I think I'm gonna try to schedule our family vacation for around then. End of June, maybe. I want to take my kid to Virginia and do Chincoteague, Assateague Islands, Virginia Beach, the Historical Triangle, Busch Gardens Water Park, and Luray Caverns. And I don't know why it seemed like this. I did that same trip when I was little. And like, now I get it, like every car ride feels like a million hours, but I don't know, like, Virginia's 4 hours away. I don't know why it seemed to take us like 12 hours to get down there. I don't know if my mom used to just drive really slow. My husband has been picking on me though. So there was, when we did do our Virginia trip when I was little, my mom did it on a budget. No, was it the Virginia trip? No, because the Virginia trip was with my memes. We did a road trip down to Florida to see my grandparents, and we stopped in Virginia at Virginia Beach. We stopped at south of the border, and then we made it down to Florida. But the road trip down, my mom packed us honey buns and Capri Suns, and I was so sick of them by the time we got down to Florida. It was like a week-long trip down there. I was so sick of them. It was 3 days. It must have been 3 days to get down there, but it was like, I was nauseous from the sun poisoning I got in Virginia Beach. I can't even look at honey buns now without wanting to throw up. And we had Capri Suns and Sunny Delights, and the Sunny Delights were like in and out of the cooler and in the heat and back in the cooler and in the heat, and they fermented. And I remember taking like a very small sip of it, going, "Whoa, what was that?" It was the worst. It was not a bad, like, I look back on the trip fondly, but it's such a joke to me. Just Capri Suns and honey buns. So sick of them. And my husband is like, "Are we going to do that when we go to Virginia?" I'm like, "No. I'm gonna pack PBJ sandwiches." Oh, God. We did do Virginia with my mom though. We did the historic Triangle and Busch Gardens. So I've been there a couple times. It's a lot of fun. I really do enjoy that. If you haven't ever been to like Williamsburg and Jamestown, Yorktown, they're phenomenal places to go. Just gotta figure out the best time to go. What the heck? Bots. Somebody report that. Twelve, 15, 2. And then I am going to call it a night. We made 3 apples total. Ugh. Did not meet our quota tonight. Tomorrow. So I guess we'll just chitty chat about what's going on the next couple of days and weeks. Those of you new to the channel, welcome to Blueberry Hollow Miniatures. I am Bailey Carr Zimmerman, and I'm the owner of Blueberry Hollow Miniatures. Over the last over the last 20 years, over 20 years, I've collected 6 dollhouses, and over the last 2 years, I've started making more frequently for myself and to sell. I don't particularly have a specialty that I would say is like my thing. I like doing whatever comes to mind, and I like sticking to kind of themes, but I am open to doing pretty much anything at this point, at least to try it. Why not, right? So, my first year doing this stuff, I made vegetables. Last year I did holiday stuff, and this year I am switching it up. I did meats and fish. I'm doing fruit this month. Next month I will do furniture for myself, and the following month I will be doing clothing for myself. For the dollhouses, not for like real life. But so I want to thank you guys for tuning in tonight, and let's see what's going on. If you are watching this on my Twitch, which is Blueberry Hollow Miniatures, you can also check out my previous videos at my YouTube, which is also Blueberry Hollow Miniatures. If you want to read more about what's going on in the Hollows, and this year in particular, a deep dive into the background of the Hollows, stories that my grandmother told me about the Hollows, and kind of me nitpicking and finding discrepancies and you know, relaying what is actually canon and things like that, you can check out my blog, which is blueberryhollowminiatures.wordpress.com. If you like what you see me make and you want to buy anything by any chance, my Etsy is Blueberry Hollow Minis. My Facebook and Instagram are Blueberry Hollow Miniatures, and my TikTok is Blueberry Hollow Minis. If you want to support me in ways that aren't buying things, but is a little bit more than liking, sharing, or subscribing to any of my social media, you can check out my Patreon, which is Blueberry Hollow Miniatures. And if you are a miniaturist and want to be involved in a project that I am working on called the Free Miniaturist Directory, please head over to my blog, which again is blueberryhollowminiatures.com. blueberryhollowminiatures.wordpress.com. And there should be a link at the top, which is the Free Miniaturist Directory. And what that is me trying to collect miniaturists, vendors, shows, clubs that will eventually make it easier to find people local to you. If you are also one of those things. And because I've always found that like Googling, it doesn't help. You can't, and unless you know about the show, you don't know, or if you know about the show, then you know, but if you don't, you don't, kind of a thing. So, I really want to help in this endeavor, and I think making this directory will really help with that. So, head on over to that if you are interested in being a part of that. If you want to be if you want to be a part of Blueberry Hollow Miniatures in another way, what you could do is be a part of my craft to-do list challenge. It is a Google document that details all of the things that I need to do. At current, it details everything, all of my products, and prioritizes those that are low in stock. But if you assign something that you want me to see make, then I will prioritize that and it will get done faster. If you want to be a part of that, all you have to do is privately message me your email address and I will add you to the Google document. You can privately message me on any of the social media that I have discussed today, or email me at blueberryhollowminis@gmail.com. Yes, minis. blueberryhollowminis@gmail.com. Tomorrow night we are making bananas. I know I've mentioned that a million times, but we're going to be doing that. And then Sunday we are making raspberries and raspberries and blackberries. And then that's the end of March. I'll have a blog up at the end of March. And I don't have my April calendar up, so I don't know what our first thing of April is, but it comes after blackberries, so it's probably blueberries. Gonna say it's probably that, because I'm going alphabetical. I really hope you guys had fun tonight. I know I did, and I'm hoping I can get back to finishing these up tomorrow, because look how cool they look. I'm just really happy with them. They're so neat. I'm very nervous every time that I go to start a project without prototyping it. But I am gaining more confidence in my skills of color mixing now. So I think it's going good. I think we got it. I am gonna go hit the hay. It has been a very, very long, busy, work-filled day, and it is time for me to lay down. So I hope everybody has a wonderful night. I will see you tomorrow at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Time, like every stream night. We start at 7:30. We'll do the same on Sunday. Have a great night, everybody. Have a wonderful Saturday, and I will see you tomorrow night. Thanks, guys. Goodbye.